So Loic, what's the impact of blogging in France?
It's huge. We have 7.3 million people, according to Médiamétrie, and it's an affiliate French people reading blogs, which is as much as the French press online, so it's huge influence. And about 3 to 4 million French people actually blogging, producing content. The impact is so big that now the government, the politicians are starting to pay attention all the time to what people think, because it's an amazing expression of, during the riots, during the students' first employment contract, street movement we had. Thousands, tens of thousands of people were directly expressing their views, and this is new. This never happened before. During the EU Constitution vote, most of the media thought France would vote yes and were in favor of the yes, and the blogs were mostly in favor of the no. So it's very important.
Yeah, I was intrigued. You said that if the media had been reading blogs, that they might have noticed that there would have been a backlash, that there would have been riots with the first employment contracts. Do you think that the media has learned now that they have to kind of pay attention to this new medium?
I think not only the media but also the politicians have learned that the influence of blogging is it's not just buzz, it's really people expression. And so let me give you a world example, which is avian flu. I don't know in other countries, but in France, most of the media don't talk about avian flu anymore because it's like old news, right? It's been last year, right? Whereas the situation has never been as bad as it is today in Asia, as far as I understand, as a citizen, right? And I started expressing concern about that and about actually smoking in public places, which is also making the news in France right now, on my blog. And I was shocked to see that the Ministry of Health, contacted me and said, "Hi, do you want to meet?" And we talk about it. And I was like, "Wow, okay." Now it became, normal in France. I had Jean-Pierre Raffarin, former Prime Minister, comment on my blog last week. It's like normal, not only on mine, of course. And we talked about those topics. And he was actually, the Ministry of Health, Xavier Bertrand, was happy because the journalists wouldn't talk about avian flu anymore with him. So no, I think it's an all different kind of world which is building up, where I'm not saying the press doesn't have its role anymore. On the contrary, but it can show where there is an expression of people's opinion which is not in the press.
So you said that now you view yourself as a global citizen, and because of blogs. What does that mean? Well,
it means that like this famous book, the world is flatter and flatter every day, right? And the amateur content and the blogs, of course, are like the tool to bridge the world. We have to understand each other. We have to see it as somebody was saying from the audience here. You can see the world from Asia, from US, from Africa, in a click of a mouse, in a second, which is super easy. So now when you say you can change the context immediately, you have to understand the others. You have to understand during the Lebanon war why the Israeli would think this way, or why would they think not the same way as their government, for example. You would have to think what is the perspective of the Lebanese. And it's so easy, it's a click, again, a second, and you know it. So it forces us to understand us better, live, all the time. And I think this is great news. I have a hope which is extremely positive on that, because we have to feel as a worldwide citizen. I can't feel as French anymore. It's just impossible, because like your friend is a click away. I think that's the new, and we look at it differently. We look at matters globally. We play World of Warcraft. Between a friend in Israel was playing with a Palestinian, right? And he was saying 18 years old, and he was saying, I don't care about, I don't understand what's happening for my, grown-ups, yeah. Because we don't understand that. We already play together. We already understand each other. So it's a global culture which is appearing, which doesn't mean local is totally disappearing. It's different, but it means we have to understand each other.